Bhavnagar was a thriving trade city during Sir Putney's tenure. As the city was flourishing, ports, railways, agriculture, and administration became its four main pillars of success. Bhavsiji I laid its foundation in the 18th century to facilitate trade and commerce via sea. Soon Bhavnagar became a significant channel of trade in Kathiawar. તેમના પછી વક્તસિંહજી આવ્યા અને એમણે વેપારને વધુ વેગ આપ્યો. રાજસ્થાનના પાલીથી તથા ઉજ્જૈન, ભોપાલ, ઝાંસી, અમદાવાદ અને પાટણથી વેપારીઓ તેમનો માલ ભાવનગર મોકલતા અને પછી અહીંના બંદરોથી એ માલ કેલિકટ, કોચીન, ઈરાન, અરબસ્તાન અને આફ્રિકાના બંદરો સુધી પહોંચતો. આગળ જતા અંગ્રેજ સરકારે ભાવનગર બંદરને અંગ્રેજ બંદર તરીકે હક આપવાની પણ તૈયારી બતાવી. એનાથી ભાવનગરનો વેપાર ખાસ કરીને યુરોપના દેશો સાથે વધ્યો. Bhavnagar got its first railway in 1880 during the time of Maharaja Takhtasiji, when a meter gauge line was set up from Bhavnagar terminus to Vadhavan city. The railway line was essentially set up to provide relief from the famine of 1877. The partition of India and Pakistan was not a simple phenomenon. The letters in the archive are privy to the difficulty of neatly dividing a nation, especially the infrastructure such as railways. Today, Bhavnagar has two railway stations, Bhavnagar Terminus and Bhavnagar Para, while Para is a small, quaint railway station with just two platforms. The terminus is a much busier and bigger station. Similarly, Bhavnagar has two ports, old and new. The old port is now a relic which once witnessed the trade of Kathiawar, but is now closed due to heavy siltation. Due to Bhavnagar's unique geography, the Alang Shipping Yard was set up in 1982. 1990, over 100 ships had started landing up in Alang each year, and in 1996-97, the industry scrapped a record of 348 ships. In the film Trade and Transport, The Lifelines of Bhavnagar, our researcher documented these places and captured the history of these spaces, narrated through different voices and archives.
Located about 50 kilometers from Bhavnagar is the Alang Ship-Breaking Yard. Considered to be the world's largest graveyard for ships, it is responsible for dismantling a significant number of freight and cargo ships salvaged from around the world.
Even the Maharajas saw value in the fact that ships sometime have to meet their end, and therefore breaking a ship and looking at the value it can offer for recycling was something that Bhavnagar had already thought of.
So basically क्या रहता है अलंग पे, अलंग एक सिर्फ रिसाइकलिंग इंडस्ट्री जैसे मैंने आपको बता दिया है, और यहाँ पर हम सभी तरीके वेसल रिसाइकल करते हैं.
And the reason was a geographic advantage it had. As you move on the Saurashtra coast west of Bhavnagar, the way the beach moves into the sea with a flat gradient, and the fact that, as we already mentioned, the tidal variations. So when there was high tide, it's easy to come and beach a vessel that needs to come in for breaking. And then when there is low tide, you actually can have a dry area to work on the ship. So this geographic advantage was leveraged, and ship breaking as an activity started in a small way.
बेसिकली ये जो वेसल्स लास्ट यात्रा रहती है वो रहती है अलंग के लिए, और इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उसकी लास्ट यात्रा है। उसके बाद हम जो वेसल्स को है उसको रिसाइकल करते हैं, उसका पुनर्चक्रण करते हैं।
એક શહેરનું અસ્તિત્વ તેના ઇતિહાસથી બને છે. એનું વર્તમાન એના ભૂતકાળથી પ્રેરિત થઈને એના ભાવિનું પ્રમાણ આપે છે. ભાવનગર માટે તેના પોર્ટ્સ અને રેલવેઝે ખૂબ જ મહત્ત્વનો ભાગ ભજવ્યો છે, અને આ વાત આર્કાઇવ્સમાંથી સ્પષ્ટ થાય છે. પટની આર્કાઇવ્સમાં અમારો પ્રયત્ન એ જ રહ્યો છે કે ભાવનગરના ઇતિહાસનું એક પાનું અમે ખોલીએ, વાંચીએ અને વંચાવીએ.
આ ફિલ્મ હવે અમારી યુટ્યુબ ચેનલ પર જોવા માટે ઉપલબ્ધ છે. We now move to the next room of archiving legacies of the archive and get to know the history of this institution.